is man, okay? So this is why Satan would say, I want to put a all-seeing eye of Osiris, the eye for satanic worship. I want to put that on top of the triangle. Why? Because that will say to God that Satan is going to rule over man, okay? But God wrote in Psalms 18 that Jesus Christ is going to be the cornerstone and he's going to rule over man, okay? So you see this battle that's going on, but it's going on but Satan he knows some things about God that God did, okay? And he's trying to corrupt what God did. So therefore, he's playing this intelligence game. Like there's no reason for Satan to put thorns on top of Jesus' head, right? But we know that throughout scriptures, the thorn bush represents Satan. It represents sin. And we only see the thorn bush in scripture in one incident, that the thorn bush is being burnt up and consumed, and not consumed, but just burning and not being consumed.
Moses.
I'm sure God said, look at that, you're the thorn bush is burning, but it's not being consumed. That thorn bush is going to burn forever and not be consumed. That's you, Satan. So every time I write thorn bush in here, I'm going to be referring to you. Okay? Satan comes and says, oh, this is his son, Jesus Christ. Let's put the thorns on his head and press them down to show God that the thorn bush is going to reign as the crowning king. So you got this spiritual battle and war going on, right? Between God and between Satan, and Satan knows some things. Why? He was there, okay? He was there, so he knows a lot of these things. So I wanted us to understand why the triangle, okay? Why the triangle? The triangle is Satan didn't create geometry, okay? God did. Satan didn't say, hey, God, I got a great idea. Let's make the earth round. You know what I mean? That's God's idea. You understand? So everything that God does, only thing Satan can do is corrupt it. He can't expound upon it. He can't create for himself. He can only try to corrupt what God has already done. Okay? Okay. So I just wanted you to understand why the triangle and why the Star of David, so that when hopefully I get my computer back next week, I won't have to explain so much. Okay? Huh? Yeah, tell him if he could just get the information off of it.
Right.
That would be fine with me. I will pay handsomely for my information. Yeah, okay. So, was I supposed to go on with this? Or was I done? Peter, Christ, wisdom. Oh. 18. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well, we won't look at all that. We'll look at that next week, okay? All right. So, that's what I want you to write down. Because that'll be on your open book test. Huh? 888 is Jesus in Greek. Is Jesus in Greek. Okay? So there are certain sentences in the Old Testament that equal 888. Like Psalms 19 verse 1. The first sentence equals 888. What is Psalms 19 verse 1? What does it read? Psalms 19 verse 1. says, the heaven declares the glory of God. That statement, like Genesis is 27:01, that statement is 888. The heavens declare the glory of God. Numerical value 888. So what's God saying? The heavens declare the glory of God. Declare is declaring Jesus. Okay? So, Ane Yahweh Lo Shaniti. I am God, I do not change. 888. Jesus. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. It's quite a few that are just statements that say, when I say this, we're starting off to let you know I'm talking about Jesus. Okay?
But the white man wrote the Bible.
The white man wrote the Bible?
That's what they tell me. Them cats in Detroit.
Gave it to the slaves. 37 times 24? Okay. With the 24? Oh, okay. That's a good question. Okay. Now, see this right here? 37? I can make a Star of David with 37 units. That's where I get that. Okay? I can make a Star of David with 37 units. When I make that Star of David with 37 units, the outside lining of that star, the unit that outlined that Star of David, will be 24 units. Okay? That 24 units that outlines that 37 Star of David, so you go 37 times 24, is going to equal 800. So a Star of David that is made with 37 units is actually the numerical value of Jesus. Because 37 times 24 is 888. Okay? So, but we don't have time, but if we go through all the numbers, they're going to always come out to Jesus or Christ. Jesus or Christ. Or then sometimes you'll go, okay, the number I can make a Star of David with 13 units, okay? So if I go to 13, the 13 units times either one of these numbers, one of them is going to be 481, which if you write out Genesis in Hebrew, is 481. Okay? So it's going to keep leading you back. Or if I write it out with 73, the numerical value is going to be 1480, which is Christ in Greek. You know? So all of them are going to, so it's like, it becomes so much that you go, okay, I rest my case. The whole Star of David is from God and is speaking to us about the creation, and the creation is about Jesus and salvation. And it begins in Genesis, okay? So we'll go with more next time. Because next time I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to give you this. But since I don't have my computer, these are the only two I have, and I can't give it to you right now. All right.
You mean copies of that?
Yeah, copies of this. Yeah. Huh? Huh? No, I know, but I haven't made them yet. I could go and make copies. Why, you want to be responsible? No. No, I don't want you to be responsible for that. Then if you lose it, then you're like, Sandy got Jack on the headlock and nobody knows why. You're in the hallway. Okay. All right. So let's get back to our Hebrew book. Yes, that. You got your book too, Lori? My book. Can we take a 5-minute break while I go get my book back? Okay.